Jeff Bezos has put money into a $3 billion lab whose entire purpose is reversing human aging. Peter Thiel has talked openly about transfusing young blood into his own body. So a lot of people have quietly started asking the same question. Do billionaires already have the cure? And are they simply not telling the rest of us? Here is the honest answer, and it's stranger than a secret injection. It involves a $3 billion lab, an FDA warning about teenage blood, and one number that will probably annoy you: 14 years. They almost certainly have access to medical care, testing, and experiments that most people cannot afford. But there is no public evidence that any billionaire has a treatment proven to reverse human aging. Those are not the same things. And before we investigate the rumors, we need one important definition. Botox, hair transplants, testosterone, expensive skin treatments, or losing body fat may make someone look or feel younger. That is not proof that their whole body is aging more slowly. A genuine anti-aging treatment would need to do something much harder: preserve function, delay several age-related diseases, or help people live longer in controlled human studies. So what evidence do we actually have? The first piece is very public. Some of the world's wealthiest people are spending enormous amounts of money on aging research. Jeff Bezos has been reported as an investor in Altos Labs, a biotechnology company studying cellular rejuvenation. Altos began with around $3 billion in funding. Its goal is not better face cream. It is to restore the health and resilience of damaged or aged cells. Sam Altman supplied the original $180 million for Retro Biosciences. Retro says it wants to add 10 healthy years to human life. One of its drugs has entered an early human trial for Alzheimer's disease, while its cell reprogramming programs are still earlier in development. And Larry Ellison established a foundation that has funded basic research into aging and age-related disease for decades. That is strong evidence that wealthy people believe aging research may eventually produce valuable treatments. But investing in a laboratory is not evidence that the investor is already receiving the treatment. Owning shares in an aircraft company does not mean you secretly own a teleportation machine. What then can extreme wealth buy today? It can buy a team rather than an occasional appointment, a doctor who knows your history, rapid specialist access, detailed cardiovascular assessment, sleep testing, body composition scans, personal trainer, a dietitian, medication reviews, time to exercise, recover and prepare good food, and repeated measurements that can identify a problem before symptoms become severe. None of that reverses aging, but it can prevent avoidable disease and keep existing disease under tighter control. A very large American study found a major life expectancy gap between the richest and the poorest 1%, about 14 and a half years for men and 10 years for women. The study did not show that rich people had a secret drug. It showed that income and longevity are strongly linked. This may be the least exciting answer, but it is probably the most important one. I know, that's not exactly the thumbnail you clicked on. Money can buy years through earlier prevention, safer living conditions, better treatment, and fewer barriers to healthy choices. It does not need a hidden youth injection to create a large advantage. Then we reach the gray zone, treatments that are real medicines but are being used experimentally or off-label in the hope that they will slow aging. Off-label does not automatically mean wrong or unsafe. I have a separate video explaining the 3 questions to ask when a doctor prescribes a medicine this way. But it also does not mean the treatment has been proven to slow aging. Rapamycin is probably the best known example. It can extend lifespan in several animal models. It is also a genuine prescription drug used for specific medical conditions. But human longevity evidence remains limited. In the Pearl trial, 114 adults received intermittent low-dose rapamycin or placebo. The main measure, visceral fat, did not improve. Researchers reported some potentially positive findings in subgroups, but that is very different from proving that rapamycin slows aging or extends life. A newer trial in older adults tested weekly rapamycin alongside an exercise program. It did not improve the main exercise result, and some analyses actually favored placebo. That does not prove rapamycin has no future in longevity medicine. It means the answer is still being tested. Taking it privately does not convert uncertainty into evidence. Metformin is similar. It is an important and well-tested diabetes medicine. Researchers are interested in whether it may affect pathways linked to aging, but it has not been shown to extend the life of healthy humans. Hormones, peptides, NAD infusions, and large supplement programs are also sold under the longevity label. Some may have legitimate uses for diagnosed conditions. That does not make them whole-body anti-aging treatments. Now, what about the most famous billionaire, Rumour? Young blood. Peter Thiel publicly expressed interest in parabiosis, the idea that factors in younger blood might influence older tissues. But in the original interview, he said he had not started the treatment. The internet then did what the internet does. Interest became treatment, treatment became certainty, and within a few retellings, people online were confidently describing dates, doses, and outcomes for a procedure that, as far as anyone can actually verify, never happened. More importantly, the United States Food and Drug Administration, FDA, repeated its warning in 2024 that young donor plasma is not approved for aging or memory loss, that it is not aware of evidence showing benefit, and that plasma transfusion carries real risks. A transfusion bag is not a youth subscription. This channel is, and fortunately involves considerably fewer needles. Subscribe if you'd like more evidence-based aging updates. The most advanced science is not happening in a secret hotel clinic. It is moving slowly and visibly through early clinical trials. In June 2026, Life Biosciences announced that the first participant had received ER100, a gene therapy designed to partially program cells in the optic nerve. This was the treatment discussed in one of my previous videos. It's linked in the description if you haven't already watched it. But here's very briefly what actually happened. One experimental therapy was placed into an eye affected by serious optic nerve disease. The phase 1 trial is primarily testing safety and tolerability. It is not a whole body treatment, and there are no human results showing that it reverses aging. Reprogramming has one small molecule drug in an early human trial, but its tissue reprogramming therapy remains preclinical. Altos Labs is doing major research into cellular rejuvenation, but it has not announced a proven anti-aging treatment available to investors or the public. I looked more closely at Altos and 6 other companies in my video on the reverse aging race, who is actually ahead and who is still selling the promise. It's also linked if you haven't already watched it. This is where billionaire money appears to be going, into the possibility of future treatment, not a proven treatment already sitting in a private refrigerator. Could someone still be experimenting privately? Of course. It is impossible to prove that no wealthy person anywhere has tried an undisclosed drug, gene therapy, plasma procedure, or stem cell treatment. But private experimentation is not the same as possessing an effective treatment. To know that a treatment truly slows aging, you need more than one person saying they feel younger. You need a defined treatment, a comparison group, meaningful health outcomes, enough time, and independent replication. A biological age test moving backwards is interesting. It does not automatically mean the heart, brain, muscles, and immune system become younger. and it certainly does not prove that the person will live longer. So here is my evidence-based verdict. Billionaires probably do have earlier access to specialists, intensive prevention, off-label drugs, and high-risk experiments. There is strong public evidence that they are funding companies trying to develop rejuvenation therapies. There is no public evidence that they already possess a treatment proven to reverse whole-body human aging or extend human lifespan. And being first is not always an advantage. The first people to receive an experimental treatment may also be the first to discover its side effects. Before you spend money on any treatment described as anti-aging, ask 3 simple questions. Was the benefit shown in humans or only in cells and animals? Did it improve a meaningful outcome, such as strength, disease, disability, or survival, or only change a biomarker? And is it being used for an approved medical reason or inside a properly monitored clinical trial? The billionaires may be buying a front row seat to the future, but the most reliable ways to protect your health today remain surprisingly ordinary. Control blood pressure, cholesterol and diabetes, do resistance and aerobic exercise, avoid smoking, maintain vaccinations and screening, and protect sleep, nutrition, and social connection. That is less glamorous than a secret injection. It also has far better evidence. If this saved you from spending money on the wrong thing, a quick like helps more people see it. And if you're wondering which companies are closest to changing that, watch this video next. I compare 7 companies racing to reverse human aging, what each one is testing, and who is actually furthest ahead. Until then, stay healthy, and I hope to see you living forever, or at least long enough to watch next week's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.